Hello everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to cut different kinds of faux leather and even real leather. And the best starting point is to actually use the Cricut brand. That way you have the preset in the system on cutting it correctly, so you don't have to use your own custom settings. And I'll show you some custom settings in this video also, so you can cut other materials. Say you can buy from a fabric store or a non-Cricut brand, so you can add your own settings. Okay, so let's start. This is faux leather on Cricut, and when you trying to find the setting, the preset in Cricut design space is actually labeled as faux leather, and in bracket it says paper thin, so it may not exactly reflect what the name is. This is the brand new roll. It's a brown color. This pebble style. This one is a sheet of faux leather that I got from a fabric store, and I can't remember where since it's been a while. And the thickness is slightly thicker than the Cricut brand, this one. Here's side by side. Not sure if you could see it, but the blue one is slightly thicker. And I actually have test cut using the same setting as the one for this Cricut brand faux leather, and it actually works. But some pieces may not completely cut through, so we'll take a look into that also. Again, I got this from a fabric store. I think they may be calling them as vinyl fabric. This one on the back, it actually have the actual fabric to make it more sturdy, so it's not just the faux leather. Like this one will be plastic. This one the actual cloth of some kind to make it more sturdy. And next we have this one. This is another faux leather. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and this is one of the thicker one. It's slightly thicker than 1mm, and this is the stretchy one. And the back of it is a fluffy feel to the touch. And this one is also pebble pattern, but it's a lot more raised. This is one of the most difficult piece to cut properly, and when you're cutting you need to constantly watch as it cut. So if it gets lifted off the mat, you need to pause your cut and use your hand or something thin to try to press it back onto the mat. And also I usually tape it around the edges so that the edges don't get lifted. And I'll show you how to cut this also. And I actually like the this kind because it's soft and stretchy. It's just very hard to cut. Finally, this one is a metallic genuine leather from Cricut. This one is slightly more thicker than this one, and there is because this is from Cricut, so you have a preset already. And this one uses deep point blade. Okay, now let's go to the design space view. Okay, so this is my design for a bracelet, faux leather bracelet, and I'm gonna cut one set using the Cricut brand and one set using the blue faux leather that I showed in earlier. And these are actually the same design, but the top one here I have a brick here, and brick here, and another brick over here, and here. The reason is that it actually helps holding everything together. So for a more difficult material that you are gonna cut, these breakage in your design help the thing from the material from getting lifted off the mat, so that the cut you have more likely to have the cut come out better, and it would not mess up your cut. And I'm gonna cut both of these at the same time using the same setting, but I will use two different materials on the mat. So let's go make it, and I'm gonna place one right here, and I'm gonna place another one here. Continue. Browse material, and I'm gonna search leather. This is the one that we're gonna be using for leather, paper thin, like that. And since when you're cutting for leather, you are most likely gonna put the face, the face on top, the shiny face side down. That's similar to HTV. So most of the time it will ask you to make sure that you mirror your design before you cut. But because the design that I'm using, it doesn't matter if it's mirror or not, so I don't need to mirror it. And just remember, I put the one set is starting at 1 and the other set starting at 4 inches down. Okay, now let's go to the mat view. Okay, so we're gonna use the pink mat, a fabric grip one, or you could use a strong grip. This one. This is the Cricut brand. I cut like a 3 inches strip. This is the one I bought from a fabric place, the one that's slightly thicker than Cricut brand, and we're gonna cut using the same setting. Make sure you use the roller. Just help press the material against the mat better than using just your hand, because it's not evenly pressed onto the mat. This one will help press the material evenly. this step is optional. For me, I prefer adding extra security. Just tape it down. So the cut should be from somewhere here up to around here. As you can see, this one keep on curving up here on the edges, so that may cause the cut to be a problem if it curves up during cut. Okay, so let's go to the machine view. That's it, all done. It seems there's a problem right here, so it doesn't cut straight right here. Not sure what happened right there. I think it was because this thing was loose, so it dragged the letter up and cut outside this piece. But that's actually fine for this because I can easily manually cut it to fix it. Now let's take this up. Gonna take it apart. Removing the tape first. Remember this one, I left the break so that it holds onto the whole sheet. So in this case, because this is pretty easy to cut and is less likely to get lifted during cut, so it will stay together. But for this piece, it actually get lifted here. See how this is? So the problem comes when you're cutting a thicker material where you need multiple pass, maybe 2 or more. So the second time it cut over the same place, if it gets shifted, it's gonna cut the wrong area. So the more intricate your design is, the harder it is to actually get a successful cut out of it. That's why I left I create an extra copy the design where there are breakage in the outline so that it doesn't cut it out completely to hold the whole thing together. But your normal cut should be just like that. It should come off easily. This material actually sticks to the mat much more than the Cricut brand. So as you can see, this is the Cricut brand. It's actually need you to just give it a light tear there, just peel it, because it sometimes it doesn't just give you a smooth cut through, and that's fine. You just need to spread it out manually. This is the Cricut brand. This is the no brand. It's much cheaper, and these are still sticking to the material sheet. So just manually cut it out. This one I need to have a more precise cut, because remember this one, it went out this way, so I think it was dragging this because it was lifting up, so it ended up cutting outside instead of a straight line, so that needs to be fixed. does it. I'm gonna need to use a trimmer or something to get the straight cut. This one, same thing, just give it a fold and then cut. Even though it's more work, but it's safer because you have a higher chance of getting the cut to come out straight. And always watch your cut, at least the first time, so when there's any problem you need to hit the pause button and fix your material, and without ejecting, of course, so it's kind of tricky sometimes.